you doing, Jersey? Welcome to Ledger Live. It is springtime in Jersey. The sun is shining, the flowers are blooming, and there's goose poop everywhere. Today we're talking about Canada geese. Everybody's got their solution. Pits the animal rights people versus the people who want clean shoes. With me is Kevin Manahan.
The clean shoes guy.
The clean shoe lobby. With me is Kevin Manahan. You wrote an editorial about this problem a couple of months ago, and you advocated what as the solution to the Canada goose problem?
I advocated a very simple solution: kill them.
Kill them how?
Kill them. Kill them. Just take them and gas them, as many as you can. You know, they're overrunning our parks. You know, kids can't play soccer.
You're standing in some goose poop right now.
I'm going to give you the real poop on it, but I think it's on the bottom of my shoe. That's the problem. Listen, they're a menace. We have these ridiculous programs at basically what we do is we scare them from one place to the other. We play geese badminton. We bring in people like the geese police who will bring their dogs.
They bring border collies and dogs. These are guys. They earn a living now. A nice racket.
From this park in Union County to some other park in Union County, and then they'll take the dogs over there. They'll chase them from that park in Union County to some other park someplace else. We can't kill them fast enough. We're allowed to kill only a certain number.
They gas them, right? Have you ever seen these videos when they're marching these poor geese off to the gas chambers? You ever seen that?
Yeah. No. You asked me, does it break my heart? No, it doesn't break my heart.
What was the reaction when you wrote "kill them"? You got a lot of mail on this issue.
Yeah, there was a lot of mail. It was on both sides. I mean, there were a lot of people who agree with me that who see these things in the parks. I mean, they really are. They're a health hazard.
This field is covered. This field is covered.
And this is actually, it's not that bad. I've been on a lot worse fields than this. The other reaction was, who is this psycho who's writing editorials for the Star-Ledger now? Is he pulling, wings off flies? Is he putting his cats in a microwave? Is he killing puppies?
We have a video now. We're going to show you the more humane way, the more kind-hearted people, more kind-hearted than yourselves, advocate the video that I'm going to kick it to now, which is they addle and oil these eggs. Check it out.
Any New Jersey resident who's been to a park, ball field, lake, or golf course in their community has probably seen the mass congregation of resident Canada geese. And of course, the unpleasant sight of the ground littered with droppings. Well, a group called Geese is trying to do something about it. Today, volunteers have gathered at Woodcliff Lake Reservoir in Bergen County. Their goal is to eliminate the growing human conflict with resident Canada geese.
We have an overwhelming population of resident Canada geese. Our geese do not migrate. It affects our water quality. The poop is on our playing fields. Children cannot go out in their schoolyards.
So how does this group reduce the populations? One of the more effective means is a technique known as addling or oiling.
What we do is we locate the nests, and each nest there's a process where we have to test the eggs that they haven't developed too far. We put them in a bucket of water. If they float, there's an air sac inside. The goose has developed too far, so we don't treat the eggs.
The final step is to coat the egg in corn oil. This shuts down the biological processes before the goose starts forming within the egg. Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, geese are very territorial and protective of their nests. Sometimes it takes a little persuading to get the nesting pair to abandon their eggs.
The only thing you have to be careful is, that's why we do it in teams of two, is they will come and try to nip you sometimes, so that's why we have umbrellas to ward them off so they don't take a little nip of us.
They have no bones and they have no teeth, so they can't really hurt us. It's just that we might die of fright the first time we're out here.
Today, the group oiled 184 eggs and 42 nests. Of course, that means potentially 184 fewer adult geese in the future.
Anybody can do this, and I urge everybody. It just takes getting trained and getting your community to get involved.
We're not looking to eliminate Canada geese, just to stabilize their population.
Try to get both sides of the story here. You have a comment? Feel your characters being disparaged?
We're back in the Star-Ledger newsroom with environmental writer Brian Murray, our resident goose expert. Does that actually work, addling and oiling the eggs and reducing the goose population?
It does work. The problem is it's labor intensive. So on a large scale, it has minimal impact. It just takes care of local populations, and you have to stay on every year,
right?
Absolutely.
Now, this infestation basically that we have of Canada geese, right, it's not the geese's fault, right? I mean, this is a man-made problem, right? How did this all happen?
It's like much of our problems with wildlife. Geese, Canada geese, and most geese were nearly extinct on the East Coast, Northeast. by 1900. We protected migrating birds, Canada geese.
But this resident population, where did it come from?
They were brought in, they're a subspecies largely, brought in reintroduction programs, largely in 1930s, throughout America. And they plopped these geese that did not, again, it's a somewhat of a subspecies, there are several subspecies, and it did not migrate. The large, what are they called, the giant Canada geese, they were put here to adorn lawns, to reintroduce the species.
Adorn lawns, they're doing that.
Yeah, absolutely, and decorating them nicely. And also as decoys for hunters, and that was throughout the U.S. They stayed, they multiplied. You also do have aspects of the migrating species sticking around because we have terrific habitat.
Right.
They can find food year-round.
What's the habitat that they like?
Well, the short grass. Anywhere they can feed on the short grass, they denude vegetation.
So all these corporate lawns that you see.
Perfect for them. America's corporate lawns, our lawns. If you have a large
So we did create this ideal habitat, and then for geese, and then we complain that geese
that they adapted to it. And again, there are large groups of them are in suburbia, where our deer also are, pretty much safe from hunting, so the hunters can't get at them.
I've always thought, when you're driving by these big corporate lawns and the geese are all out there, couldn't they get rid of the geese by just letting the grass grow a little bit longer, or planting wildflowers or trees?
You won't get rid of them. I mean, you physically have to get rid of them. You will move them off, though. But by allowing grasses to grow up, especially around the pond areas, which, again, people don't want the high grass, but that will prevent them from landing. They don't like the high grass, and they will move elsewhere.
How do these things taste? You ever eaten one?
I had a brief encounter at a game dinner, and I remember it wasn't cooked very well. So, I don't want to put it down as terrible to eat. I didn't like it, but I'm sure it wasn't prepared properly. As with the snow geese, which have been apparently given a bad name in terms of culinary delights, it depends on how you cook it.
We'll have to try to find that out.
Yeah, let me know.
All right, that wraps up Ledger Live. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Absolutely.
Take it easy. Take it easy, Jersey.